Let's get into it. We are here with CK today, everybody. Welcome back to Zachary Reality. It's Zachary Reality. CK, you got so close to winning at the end. How are you feeling now, knowing the world knows what happened?
I know I was so close. I mean, it's kind of like having to relive it all over again, which kind of sucks. It's like I already remember that I didn't win millions of dollars, and now you have to remind me that I didn't win millions of dollars. But I mean, I guess in the Olympics, at least I got bronze.
Right. Is there anything you saw on the show that maybe like surprised you or that you forgot or just kind of the way that you went out? Any reflection that you had on the episode?
The episode honestly was way worse than what y'all saw. The cast was so much meaner to me.
Oh
Then
no.
yeah, then it like that was a very PG version of it. I think from the whole entire season though, it's just, definitely things were left out of how they happened, in several episodes and kind of my alliances and how I was working and how I got to the final three. But, they only have so much time in an hour.
For sure. I mean, we definitely saw Seychelle and Dr. Will kind of give it to you a little bit in the end. Where do you stand with them now? Are you guys in a better place?
I talked with Dr. Will a lot. He's been really great. He's even sent me to Laserway to get some nice like facial treatments. So Will's
Tea.
great. Seychelle, I think Seychelle's fine. I don't hate her. I feel like as much as she hates me, but I don't feel that strongly towards anybody. Like I can't, it's a game. But no, Seychelle and I don't really talk.
Did you feel like you got like a bad rap on the show? Did you feel like you were the villain? Like, what do you think the disconnect was with some of the fans or contestants on the show with you?
That's my question, Zach. You tell me, because I feel like Will and David did so many similar things to what I did, but for some reason it's like, no, you're the worst, CK. Not like the little 5'2", 110-pound girl, she's the devil, versus like the 6 foot, 280-pound man doing it. Like I really cannot comprehend why people hated me so much for playing an aggressive game, very similar to how other people played.
Do you think maybe they were just like, how did she make it this far? How did she make it farther than me? I mean, do you think that maybe there was a little jealousy because not everyone expected you to make it to the top three and you were so close to winning the whole show?
You said it, not me, Zach, but that's exactly what I think. They have to be jealous. Like, I think maybe with the big guys or the pros are like, yeah, we expected that, but like her, like, how does she do it? And I'm just sitting there like, duh. Like I kind of knew I was gonna make it really far. I tried to get you guys to work with me and you didn't want to. And then when you turned on me, like, I'm gonna beat you. I play games for money for a living. I'm a poker
Mhm.
player.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, touching on that, like, what do you think were the strengths that got you to the top three, other than being a poker player and being so strategic? Like, what do you think you learned in this game that took you to the end?
I think my game was perfectly fine to get to the end because I didn't know there was going to be a jury. If you play a game where there's going to be a jury, then you have to play a completely different type of game than I did. But if you think about poker, yeah, I'm just trying to make it to final table because anything can
Mhm.
happen there. So I don't regret the way I played. I think I played great. I did what I needed to do. But of course, if with a jury, then I played not so great. So it really just I didn't know that twist was going to be there. I accomplished my goal, and that was to give myself a chance and make it to the finale.
For sure. I'm assuming you already know what happens, but when you left the show, who did you want to win, Letty or David?
It was really, really tough between the two of them, but I really would have to say Letty.
Hmm. For sure. Did you know David was from Australia, Survivor?
No, none of us did. And Dr. Will tried to hint at it, and he just played it off so well. I wish Will would have pushed harder for that. But again, NBC really set it up to where like it was going to be very difficult for any of us to win, and or at least try to beat the pros because David obviously needed to go home just from his size, and he is working with Parvati. But then Will came in and gave them a shield. Like you
Mhm.
can take down one pro, maybe two, but to take down three of them, like one of the three is going to get to the final, and it happened to be the biggest one, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm so curious how you got casted on Deal or No Deal Island. I know a lot of fans who watch the show really want to be on it. So what kind of advice do you have and how did you get on the show?
I got on because of my poker fame and some of my viral videos of winning poker tournaments, and so they just asked me if I wanted to interview. At first I was like, no, this is totally a scam and I'm being trafficked right now. Like I did not think it was real. But when I went through the interviews, they are pretty tough. Like even though I was recruited, I had still had to go through 2 months of interviews. So for anyone doing it, I'd say just don't try to pretend to be anything but yourself. Like you've just got to be super authentic, and that's what's gonna do the best for if you get recruited.
Now, what was your familiarity with the show, or just reality TV in general? Have you watched a lot of it? Were you excited to compete on a show, or do you feel like it was just chance that got you here?
Chance. I had to go watch it so I went and watched the season once they started recruiting me. I hadn't seen it. I've never really watched Survivor. That's why I didn't know who Parvati was.
Hmm.
I have watched a little bit of Big Brother because my wife really likes Big Brother. So there was like two seasons of Big Brother that I watched. I never watched it from end to end, but I like kind of saw it, and that I really liked. And I always was like, dude, I could do with that if I ever saw it. But yeah, I wish I watched more reality TV, obviously, because I think I would have cleaned up some of my mistakes if I was more familiar with how it works.
Yeah, that's fair. I think sometimes the super fans know too much, though. So maybe it was in your benefit, but who knows? Do you have any regrets on the game or just like maybe the way you went out? Do you feel like there's anything you really could have done differently that would have brought you home to the win?
I mean, obviously, my cheating scandal that everyone was so mad about. Like, yeah, I wish I would have done that because then it wouldn't give you. You'd have to find a new reason to hate me, and I would love to figure out what that would be.
Yeah.
So the only thing I regret though is like if I was going to be a villain, listen, Zach, I could have given you a way better villain. So I regret
Ooh.
not being more manipulative and more cutthroat than I actually was. Because I could have done it in a way sneakier way
Mhm.
instead of I thought which was more admirable to do it right in your face and kind of let you know what I was doing because I wasn't trying to be manipulative. I was just trying to be a gamer. But that seemed to bite me in the ass too. So next time I'll be more manipulative, I guess.
Yeah, just give them what they want,
Yeah,
honestly. Like,
give the people what they want. Exactly.
no, for sure. What did you think watching the show though? Were you entertained? Like, did you think it was fun? Like, what were some of your favorite moments watching, on a more positive note?
Honestly, I liked watching Dixon and his little moves that he made. I really enjoyed watching him. Seeing myself on TV was just funny. So, if you ever see my hair's up all the time, I have this one like kind of pointy ear, and I like
Mhm.
saw that the whole time, which I thought was funny. Kind of brought me back to like I didn't remember that since I was like 4 or 5.
Mhm.
Just seeing yourself on TV, seeing everyone acts. Yeah, it was just fun to kind of watch. It's weird seeing yourself on TV. Sometimes I'm like, damn, is my Southern accent that thick?
Mhm.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was overall it was fun just to watch.
I mean, what did your wife think about it and your family and friends, especially since this is not your element? Like, did they see a fish out of water? Did they enjoy it?
They loved it. They loved it more than I did. I think my family and friends enjoyed it so much more. Just be like, hey, I know her. She's on TV. Um, and yeah, they got a kick out of it, and they were all very proud of me for making it as far as I did.
Are you leaving the show with any friends? Whether in front of the camera or behind, like what were some of the best moments and people you're going to take away from this experience?
Definitely Lachelle, as you guys know, again, it was unfortunate they didn't show as much of our relationship, but I absolutely love her and we talk all the time. And really like Parvati and David, especially Parvati.
Hmm.
I think she's hilarious and I think she's a great person. I think her podcast is funny. And I again didn't watch Survivor, so I didn't realize who the Black Widow was. She was just like my, weird friend in the show from Georgia. And then to have made a real friendship with her is pretty cool.
For sure. Now, next week is the finale, and you're going to be involved in some way. I'm so excited to see what is going to happen. Can you leave us with some sort of tease, or maybe tease the banker? We don't know who she is. How, excited should fans be to see this thing come to an end?
I love the banker. I was fangirling over the banker. So I was like, hey, hey, talk to me, and I was
Mhm.
excited to get to talk to this person. There's more drama. Like the drama doesn't stop. I think me and Philip get into it again.
Uh,
And, like even at Temple, like when it's someone else's has already won the game. This cast is so insane. So yeah,
mhm,
it's a good episode.
mhm.
And, they've already had one spoiler out there, but I'll remind everyone it's a lot of money, one of the highest amounts that anyone's ever won on reality TV.
Oh, more than you've won in poker?
Way more than I've
Oh
won in.
my God, for sure. How is this show going to impact your life or change your life in the future? Do you feel like you're going to move on from this or kind of keep this show as in your memories? Like, what is your takeaway?
It's so funny because I don't really think of it as a show. Like to me, it was just a big game. Like, yes, it happens to be on TV. I think the only thing now is like when I play poker, I want to win even more. Because I'm
Hmm.
like, damn it, I didn't win that. So now I need to go find another way to win $1 million. So I like have this craving to just win because I'm a competitor. That's probably what I take away from it the most. Is like, and if I play another game again, I don't care about Instagram followers. I don't even want to be famous. I just want to win games.
Hmm. Yeah, I
And
love
so
it. For sure.
yeah.
Yeah, competition. You're so competitive. I love it. So am I. It was so fun to watch you this season. Sorry you didn't win, but I'm so glad I got to have you here and hear your perspective. So thank you for being here. Where can everybody find you and follow you?
CK the Ace is my Instagram. A lot of my poker journey, and this is on there. So yeah, if you want to follow me, that's my Instagram handle.
Awesome. Thanks, CK. Bye.
Exactly.